Hi, good morning, one and all. Now we can discuss about phylum Arthropoda. It is very important phylum. Most of the questions in animal kingdom they can ask from the Arthropoda. Artho means jointed, poda means legs, jointed legs, and Arthropoda is the largest phylum on earth. Two-thirds of all the species is under the phylum of Arthropoda. Approximately 70% of animals is under the phylum Arthropoda. Now we can go for the habitat. Cosmopolitan habitat. What is meant by cosmopolitan type of habitat means the organisms can be live in anywhere. The type of habitat is known as a cosmopolitan type of habitat. It means it can be lives on land, it can be lives in water, it can be lives in air. That type of habitat is cosmopolitan. You know already familiar. The symmetry is what type of symmetry? Bilateral. The layers is the triploblastical nature, and the level is the organ system level, and the coelom is the cytocoelom. Locomotion is through jointed legs. Circulatory system is the open circulatory system, but annelida it they having a closed circulatory system. Digestive system is the complete digestive system, and they having a nerve ring. Now this one is the esophagus. Around the esophagus they can form a nerves is formed like a ring, that is called as a nerve ring. From there the nerve cord is arises. I already said double ventral nerve cord in annelida class. Later excretory system. Here in this phylum so many organisms is present. Based upon this organ, some organisms they having a excretory system is through Malpighian tubules. Malpighian tubules means in nephron, glomerulus, it is the blood capillaries surrounded by Bowman's capsule. Glomerulus with Bowman's capsule is commonly called as a Malpighian tubules. Here they having a pores. Here the blood is filtrated. Now that is called as a Malpighian tubules. And based upon their color, some organisms they can show the green glands. In phylum Arthropoda they having a class crustaceans. For the class crustaceans, best example is the prawns. That's why in prawns the excretory gland is what gland? Green gland. And a class in under the phylum of Arthropoda, arachnida. Arachnid, the best example is the scorpion. In scorpion they having a specialized excretory gland is present, that is called as a coxal glands. Compulsory you have to remember these names, green glands and coxal glands. And if they can ask, in Arthropoda most of the excretory organ is the Malpighian tubules. Keep in mind. Now another one is very important, that is respiration. Some organisms the respiratory organ is the book gills. Book gills. Based upon their structure, a gills are closed book shape. That's why that is called as a book gills. Book gills can be seen in the class of Xiphozoura. The best example of the Xiphozoura, Limulus. Limulus organism is commonly called as a king crab or also called as a living fossil. Keep in mind, very important. And another one, book lungs. Book lungs can be seen in the class Arachnida. Arachnida best example is the Pelamnius. Pelamnius is commonly called as a scorpion. Gills can be seen in the class of crustaceans. Crustaceans best example is the Cancer. Cancer is commonly called as a crab. Crab is different, king crab is different. And then respiration takes place through trachea. It can be seen in the class Insecta. Insecta best example is the Periplaneta americana, commonly called as a cockroach. And then reproduction is the sexual reproduction, and these are the dioecious. It means male is different, female is different. Fertilization is the internal fertilization, and mostly they are oviparous. Oviparous means the organism which can lay the egg, that is called as a oviparous. Development, some organism will be direct, some organism indirect development is present. And then see The life history includes many larva stages followed by metamorphosis. What is mean by metamorphosis? Means the stages between larva stage to adult stage, that development is called as a metamorphosis. And then the skeletal system, they having a calcium. For us, the respiratory pigment is the hemoglobin, but for cockroach, the respiratory pigment is the hemocyanin. In hemocyanin, they having a compound that is called as a calcium. For us, iron is present. This arthropoda can be divided into three subphylums. The first subphylum is the trilobita. Second subphylum is the chelicerata. Third subphylum is the mandibulata. These subphylums, they can be divided into class. Trilobita. Now present this organism is not there. They are already extincted. Now this chelicerata subphylum can be divided into three classes. One is the, sorry, not three classes, two classes. One is the Zyphosura, another one is the Arachnida. For the subphylum Mandibulata, it can be divided into four classes. One is the crustaceans, another one is the Chilopoda, another one is the Diplopoda, another one is the Insecta. Among all the classes, the largest class is the Insecta. Tomorrow class, one by one, we can discuss about these classes.